Hello everyone, I am Dr. Arneet from the EMRC studios, Punjabi University, Patiala. As we know, sustainability is a big hot topic today, and today we are going to talk about one issue, that is the sustainable use of agricultural wastes. We have with us Dr. Jayita Bhomik, who is a scientist E from the CAIB, Department of Biotechnology, Mohali. I welcome you, ma'am, to the studios.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arneet, for having me here at EMRC studio.
I'm sure it is going to be a wonderful journey here, ma'am, with you. But to understand that you have reached such a big position, could you please tell us anything about the journey that you have, the problems and your journey as a scientist?
So, I have completed my bachelor's and master's degree from Kolkata in chemistry. Then I had a long journey to go abroad to America and complete my PhD degree in chemistry. And after spending 10 years in USA, I came back to India and joined my current position.
Well, you are a renowned scientist. Would you please tell our audience as to what is it that the people at CAIB do?
So, Center of Innovative and Applied Bioprocessing, it is an autonomous institute of Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. So, our institute is working on secondary agriculture, basically taking wheat straw, rice straw and other agricultural byproducts which are normally kept post-harvest or sometimes burned. So, we take those agricultural waste products and derive different products such as platform chemicals, sometimes synthetic biology approach, chemical engineering approach, chemistry approach, as well as biology approach is used for the production of different products.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful area. But what is it that you specialize in, ma'am?
So, my research group, as a chemist group, we are focusing on lignin. Lignin is a byproduct of agri-waste. For example, rice straw has 20% lignin on it. Lignin is a natural polyphenol. It's a biopolymer. What lignin is having an antimicrobial property, anti-cancer property, and it's a natural adhesive. On top of that, lignin is having UV blocking properties, and it is easily soluble sometimes in water, sometimes in alcohol. So, lignin acts as a starting material for development of different products. So, the products that we work on are hydrogels, coatings, films, as well as different types of platform chemicals, which are totally derived from lignin.
From the platform chemicals, for a person who is not very well aware of such chemicals, could you please elaborate on what are platform chemicals?
For example, we take lignin. We sometimes use photocatalytic method. For example, we even use the cheap resource of light, that is sunlight, and we break lignin into small pieces and develop, for example, it could be vanillin and other products.
Okay. So, these products, are they actually available in the market as of now?
As of now, lignin-based products are not yet available in India. There are foreign countries such as Netherlands, other European countries who are developing lignin-based products such as lignin-based tar, which is used for the development of roads.
That's very interesting. But there is one question that has come to my mind during our brief conversation here as to why lignin? Why not something else?
That is such a wonderful question. So, in India, we have different issues such as plastic accumulation, such as waste accumulation. So, lignin is a natural biopolymer, as I mentioned before. So, if I take lignin, it can act as a bioplastic precursor, and it is from Mother Nature, which is completely biodegradable. If we take lignin and we prepare bioplastic type of products, we can easily replace the conventional plastic that is in the market. Not only that, from that same lignin, we can develop different type of containers, we can develop food packaging and coating materials, which can replace the existing chemical-based products in market.
So, this is one thing that has a lot of potential in it, right? So, where else can it be applicable?
So, lignin-based product, one we have been working on, that is hydrogel. So, as we all know, hydrogel is present in our diapers being used for the children. So, hydrogel is basically a water absorbent. So, we can use that for the absorption of water in irrigation as well, and then release of pesticides and biofertilizers. Also, hydrogels can be used in drug delivery. This is one lignin hydrogel product that our lab have been working on. Second product is wearable coatings. Wearable coatings, for example, during pandemic time, we had lot of issues with virus spread. So if we take this lignin wearable coatings or spray, we can basically spray on any hospital surface, tables, chairs, railings, handrails. So if we put this spray, lignin based spray on the surfaces, we can easily remove this virus and bacteria very easily.
Well, that's a very interesting way of putting it. But as of now, we do not have any such products, especially the lignin based products. So what kind of protocols are in place so that it can be brought to the market for usage?
This is very important question in terms of current scenario of Make in India, Swachh Bharat and others. I'll give you one example that my lab is working on. So recently we have developed lignin based biofertilizers and pesticides. So what it does, these biofertilizers are replacing the chemical fertilizers. We know what are the problems with those chemical fertilizers. Those are highly toxic, they are very expensive, and those are also causing side effects to the plants. But if we develop lignin based biofertilizers, that can be harmless to the plants, and same time it is cost effective. Now coming to the second part of your question, that is, how do we take such products to market? This is very important question. So we have to work together as an academic institution, government and also industry. So we are lucky here that we are already connected to industry partners. For example, agrochemical industries, they are interested in our products. So they have already signed MOU with us, and the technology transfer is also being done. So the biofertilizer products from lignin will now be scaled up with the ages of these industrial partners. And also I'm happy to say that government is also well supportive to such scheme, because the end product will go to the consumers for the societal impact. So these companies we are working on, we are scaling up the product, and the industry and government both are working, helping us to take it to the market. So it may take couple of years so the product comes to the market, but at least we can confidently say that we are already in the journey.
So bringing out a product, I'm sure, does put in a lot of human hours, a lot of labor, a lot of chemicals. But funding is again a huge problem. So do you, what are the basic sources from where your funds are derived, and a way of putting it into the market through the different agencies?
I absolutely agree. Without fund, it is really difficult for a scientist or a research group to sustain. But we are blessed to have very good funding from Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. Besides that, we have extramural funding from other government agencies such as DST, CSIR. We have PhD students who are coming with their own fellowship. And then we are also having generous industry funding. So all together, we are working on different agri-waste based solutions as per the demand of the industry, as per the demand of the society. For example, this biofertilizer I just mentioned. So definitely funding, sometimes it takes time for the funding to arrive. But we are happy that everything falls in place, and regardless, we are working towards the societal benefit. So we manage to give our deliverables on time.
So it is very interesting that all these scientists, they need to choose a particular problem as far as the PhDs are concerned. And from what I understand, that your institute is one of such institutes where even the doctoral work is being done, right? So is it the mandate of CIAB that is influencing the type of work, the type of PhDs that are being produced, or is it the market needs that are driving this institute?
So it is a combination of both. CIAB being an R&D lab and an institute of Department of Biotechnology, our mandate, as I mentioned, it is working on secondary agriculture. And as you know, this is CIAB is placed in Punjab. So our long-term goal is to develop products from agri-waste. Number two, that we can double the farmers' income in the area. So when the PhD students join our institutes, from the day one, they are knowledgeable that we have to work on the products or develop the projects and the program, so that it ultimately not only benefits them to get their degrees, to publish the paper, then also to the society. So the work we have done on the lignin-based derivatives such as hydrogels as well as coatings, biofertilizer, the first thing we do is do the patent filing so that the IPR is protected. At the next level, we optimize the product formation so that it is scalable, it is doable in low cost. And thirdly, of course, we publish, and the students are already informed that their products should be coming to the society. So it is a combination of both institutional as well as students' efforts to help the society.
So from where we see, the students today are very eager to go into research. So what will you say for such students as to how they can approach such institutes to get into research or get collaborations with the institutes like CIAB?
CIAB, when it started about 12 years back, it had the mandate to help the society from the research arena. And as you know, the time is changing. We have more demand to create jobs in India, and same time having students get to their aims very soon. So in that case, what is being done, that collaborative effort, as you mentioned, it is the key to work together. For example, in my lab, I have biotechnology, chemistry, pharmacy students working together, and they are given different problems and they are encouraged to work as a team. So in that case, what happens that each scholar bringing their best from the discussions, and they work in the problem accordingly. And another important aspect is that these students are already told to search the problems that is going on in the society in terms of sustainability, and also industry partners are giving them giving us the problems that we work on. So I'm confident that if industry, academia and government work together along with the younger generation of our country, together one day we'll be not only able to solve many problems such as agri-waste accumulation removal, same time deriving products. So waste to wealth, and that way we'll be able to create jobs someday.
That's very interesting, and right, aptly so. And could you please tell our students as to how they can apply to be a part of this institute?
So we have a PhD program. We also take training, summer training and 6 months training. So those students who are opting for a government fellowship, they have to come through national exams such as GATE, NET, Inspire Fellowship. We also have projects, as I mentioned, the extramural projects that we are getting from government agencies. So we also hire PhD students, project associates in those programs. And same time, we can take trainees as mentioned earlier. So PhD students can look into our website. They can also write to the scientists, individual scientists, for example, biotechnologists, engineers, chemists in our research institute. And then depending on the interest of the student and the faculty, PI, by one-to-one conversation, but also by interviews, by proper channel, they can join our institute and benefit to the society.
Well, from this stage, what message would you like to give to the students and the other people associated with the students so that we can move towards a better society, taking into account the sustainability of all the products that are being and all the work that is being done in such institutes?
So students, the younger generations are the workforce for us. So it is important that they come and then join the workforce that not only does research, same time develop the sustainable solutions, which are there are two dual benefits. Number one, removal of agri-waste, and number two, there is the job creation, product creation. So such students, if they come, join hands and work with us on the cutting edge technologies, with the good instrumentation facility we have state-of-art lab facility, we have animal house and all other instrumentation facility that is required. Another important aspect is CIB sitting in the heart of knowledge city. We have multiple good institutes around. We have very strong collaboration, not only interinstitutional, but also national collaboration, international collaborations. So such students, when they come join our institute, they will be benefited for all these aspects. So students will be also having exposure to international conferences. They will be also getting knowledge from the nearby organizations such as ISER, Punjab University. So, and then they can form a very strong network. Overall, they will be able to produce or give back to the society from the knowledge they are gaining from not only our institute, from the different institutes in the nearby vicinity.
Well, that is a message that I think all the younger generation needs to take away with this from this talk, so that they are able to apply to such institutes and be a part of it. But before that, ma'am, there are so many products being produced not only in CIAB but other institutes. What is the average time that is required for a product to be in the market in usable form?
So the research starts with in the lab scale, which takes 2 to 3 years to develop into a product. So that is what the product that comes in, that is in the lab scale. So first step would be the scaling up from lab scale to the large scale. So that takes another year or two, that is total 3 to 4 years. Next comes the intervention of the industry, which are the takers, and also funding by government. So at least 5 years time scale, 3 to 5 years time scale we are looking into, and that's the time frame that a PhD student works in a lab. So to my experience and knowledge, I believe that if a PhD student works on a product-based problem, they can always end up at the end of their PhD, they can come up with a product that even post PhD they can take it over. Now we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about incubation center, and we are lucky here that throughout Punjab we have multiple incubation centers. Even throughout India we have such incubation centers that, for example, one PhD student completes his or her degree, then they have a technology, they have a patent, publication, and they have a product in hand. So industry and government helps if the product is really sustainable. So such products can be incubated with the student who has developed it with the mentorship of the faculty, and then with the scaling up, industry involvement, such products can be marketed, and this is total direct contribution to the society, to the Make in India, that will create jobs, and we can really stop import from abroad, and we can have our indigenous products.
Well, that's very interesting. I could not help but thinking back again towards the wearable antimicrobial gel that you have produced. What is the status of the product at present?
Okay, so so far we have been successful in extracting lignin in about 20% from rice or wheat straw. So that is our starting material, which we have been doing in very simple procedure in scalable manner, that is in large scale manner. So the development of this lignin nanoparticles, which are the starting material for the development of such nanospray, which is also developed in very easy way, just by adding water and couple of steps. So that wearable spray is having the lignin as adhesive. So this is easily stick to the garments, for example, the lab coat. It can be easily stick to the surface of a hospital in a hospital setting. So in this case, for example, wearable coating, we already have the patent filed. We have published also. We have couple of companies discussing about this product. So with the intervention of company, we have got companies from nearby and also different parts of India who are discussing. We are looking for scale up. We are looking for immediate funding, which we are hoping we should get soon, and scale up. So in about a year or two, we should be able to have this product in market.
So that is a very bright future for the products that are being produced at such institutes, and I'm sure a lot of hard work that you've put into such products will soon be available in the market for everybody to use. Just one more little thing that I would like to ask you is there something that is commercially available already as far as lignin products are concerned?
This is a very important question in terms of the scenario of India. Foreign countries are having multiple lignin products. There are different companies such as Lignotech, Domtor, they are having lignin based product. But the good news for India is so far no products have come out. So if the products come out from our lab at CIAB with the collaboration of the partnering organization, we would be the first in India to bring such wearables, coatings, hydrogels, food packaging materials to come up with. We will definitely have competition with the foreign counterparts, but given that we have industry support, we have government support, we have so much awareness through different platforms such as media, such as social media platforms. So this helps us to connect easily so that these products get reach to the industries as well as government. And the government and industry is also taking it taking it forward through funding, through awareness, through putting this details of these products into the websites. So I'm really hopeful that one or two or more products from our lab and other labs of our institute, also many sustainable products from our country, especially agri-waste based product, will be able to reach to the general public and will be the good market player in competition with the foreign partners.
Well, till now we have been talking about all is good, all is well. But you must have faced a lot of challenges in your research and bringing out such products. So what could you please share with our audience as to what were those challenges?
So yes, there has been roller coasters like any other research or any other job. So sometimes funding issues do come. Sometimes we do see that results don't come even though we try tirelessly. Sometimes we have seen instrumentation failure. Many times we have seen the starting materials that we need has to arrive on time. And especially when you work with industry, they have particular timeline. Even with the government, within a year, you have to give certain results. So we have to keep all these things in mind. So to answer to the solution to the challenges, addressing the challenges, what we do, we make very meticulous plan. We have regular group meetings in our lab so that each and every student get to say what they are doing. We do vast literature studies so that we know what is going on throughout the world and also different parts of India, so that we connect best people in India and abroad so that we get the better results. So we come prepared that being in India, we are in advantage of having very good number of educated manpower. Same time, keeping in mind that there could be funding issues, sometimes there could be challenges of instrumentation working, then sometimes product arrival. So we plan ahead, we make long-term goals, we make teamwork, we do interdisciplinary intervention. So this is the way we prepare so that we have calculated risk and we have more success.
With all the ups and downs, has there ever been an instance during all this journey that you had to give up upon something?
So one mantra I have learned during my PhD several years ago, that never give up. So our education, our upbringing, or maybe we are Indians, we are never give up. Also pandemic taught us this, that never give up. Yes, there are failures, but as our past celebrities, they have said that never give up or learn from mistakes. So each time we fail, we learn something out of it. So of course there are days we are frustrated, there are days we are down, but we come next day well prepared and then nail the problem. So yes, there are failures, but we learn from it and then we strive towards success.
Since we're talking about manpower, we understand that the younger generation does have a very different way of looking at the same things, at the same thing, like which may not be very acceptable to our generation. And you have mentored so many of these students. Have you ever faced this kind of a dilemma as to how to approach a particular problem where you had to go understand yourself as to what your student or what your candidate is going through? So you had to change your work, you had to change the way you were approaching the same problem.
This is a very practical question. Coming to the fact that working with younger generations, there are pros and cons. For example, of course, they are very new. they're like open book. So you have to teach them so that they learn. Same time they have ideas, but they are going through emotions, they are going through emotional imbalances. With all this, so there should be always a gap, or there should be always a thought process, and there should be given more rooms. We should be not only their mentors, we should be like their science friends, so that they do not feel afraid to tell us what are the problems. It could be sometimes financial issues. We all know that post pandemic there are a lot of issues many students and younger generation going through. So we have to go with it. We have to go with these practical problems with as a part of this research. Research is just not research, it's a package that people work on it, and a happy person, a happy researcher gives good result. This is the bottom line that I have learned. So the first foremost thing that scientist mentor should do is make sure that their team are happy and healthy in terms of their mental health as well as their physical health. So if they are falling short in any of these areas, they should be given time that they come back as a better person, better human being, and with good results for the country.
You are at a stage where you have experienced a lot, I would say, both at professional and personal fronts. What do you see the changes in India 10 years from now?
Yes.
As far as the sustainability goals, and as far as the product availability, as far as the agriculture wastes they are concerned, where do you see it?
So it starts from the awareness from the government, and we already know through social media and other platforms that government is very much into Make in India, Swachh Bharat, and all these platforms. Not only us, even smaller kids, older kids, they know about it. So we are not alone. We are working as a team, and we have to work very hard. We have to come up with new solutions. There is competition, but there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Most important part is working together, collaborate, so that we get the best out of the collaboration. So I'm sure the products coming up of different labs, maybe all of them won't succeed, but if we work in a team manner, then we should be able to at least bring some products and replace those foreign products, and develop indigenous technologies and products, and we can buy products of very low cost and not depend totally on the abroad products.
Before we wind up, would you like to say something to our younger generation?
Okay, so my advice to the younger generation would be working hard, working as a team, and never give up. You will definitely see success.
It's been great talking to you, Dr. Jayata Bhaumik. It's been wonderful for taking us through the journey, and we've looked into so many of the challenges as well as the laurels that you achieved through your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Arneet, and thank you, EMRC Patiala, for listening to the journey of a scientist. And I'm sure this will be helping our younger generation to achieve success in their career.
It's been a wonderful journey with Dr. Jayata Bhaumik through sustainability to the sustainable agriculture. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Arneet signing off from EMRC Patiala. Thank you very much.